Namaskar बच्चों. Today we will be studying the life cycle of silkworm. Fine children, and you see that silkworms are started from their eggs. So you can see here these are the little eggs. You see larvae are hatching out from the eggs. Those small dark colored dots are the eggs of the silkworm. And now you see these are the little larvae which are hatching out from the eggs. These are the eggs, these dark colored are eggs. Now once these larvae grow up, they eat day and night the mulberry leaves. See, now these larvae have grown up and they are now eating on the mulberry leaves, and once they are fat enough, they will weave a cocoon around themselves, which we have already seen. See, they are making a cocoon around themselves, and then these larvae, once they had made cocoons, now see, this larva is cutting open this cocoon and it is coming out of it. Now all these larvae will come out of their cocoons which have been cut open, and now it will develop into a moth, a fully grown moth like a butterfly, and again they will lay down the eggs and the cycle will continue. See, these are the eggs. So what is the life cycle of the silkworm? The silkworm lay eggs on the mulberry leaves. Then these small tiny dark colored dots, they hatch into the larvae, and these larvae feed upon the mulberry leaves, and then they grow fatty. Once they are big enough, they weave a cocoon around themselves, and then after sleeping inside their cocoons for months together, they will cut open the cocoon and will come out of the cocoon like this has come out, and then it will develop into a new moth. The life cycle of silk moth we have just studied is also there in your books. See here, these are the eggs on the mulberry leaves, and then they are converted into the larva forms, and the larva weave around a cocoon around themselves. Then they break open this cocoon and come out and develop into a complete or a fully grown moth. And this is how the life cycle of silk moth goes. Children, I shall try to show you something on the board. Oh my god, I got this. Oh, I really have some difficulty with the chalk dust and all, na? But what to do, children? This is my profession. I need to teach on the chalk and board. But this chalk dust really gives me bad coughing. And you know what this is called as? Problems and ailments related to the profession are called as occupational hazards. What are they called as, children? Occupational hazards. So the people who are working with the silk moths and their rearing up, which is called as sericulture, also known as moriculture, they also do suffer some problems, health related problems. And a few people who work for the woolen industry, they suffer from the respiratory problems because of the tiny, very small hairy particles which get into their lungs through the breathing. So these are called as the occupational hazards. So children, let us give a quick revise. The chapter we had studied, this is fiber to fabric. Fibers are the fine threads which can be woven into a plain piece of cloth known as fabric. We have two types of fibers, natural fiber and the synthetic fibers. Natural fibers made from animal or plant source like silk, cotton, wool. Wool is generally obtained from the wool yielding animals like yak, goat, sheep, camel, and all those. There may be different varieties of wool depending upon the varieties of the sheep we are using for collection of the wool. Wool is made when the wool is made after the shearing. What is shearing? Removing the top skin, a thin layer of top skin of the sheep along with hair, and then it is cleaned out. Scouring is done. After cleaning, the wool is made into fibers and into the fabrics. After that, next natural fiber is silk. Silk is obtained from silkworm, and culturing and rearing of silkworms for the commercial production of silk is called as sericulture or moriculture. And this life cycle of silkworm is silk moths lay eggs on the mulberry leaves, like here the mulberry leaves. These mulberry leaves eggs hatch into the larva which feed upon the mulberry leaves, and then they make the cocoons. The worm sleep inside the cocoon, and once it is over with its sleep, it will cut open the cocoon and will come out into the form of the new silk moth. And the health problems which are related to the occupation of a person, they are called as the occupational hazards. There may be different types of health hazards. So children, this is all about our chapter